Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dk1original coming at you from the exact same location. You know what it is. So without anything further to do, I'm gonna jump straight into this week's video because there's a lot to be said. Alright, but before we get there, please, if you are new here on my channel, if you are finding me for the very first time, if you have never seen this face before, welcome, and I hope that you stay and that you subscribe and become one of the Dk1original family. I love you guys so much already. I've actually had like so many new subscribers. You guys are really awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And if you are a returning subscriber, hello and welcome. Please make sure that you like this video and make sure that you are interactive in the comment section down below. All right, this ring light is so hot, guys. But basically, this week we are getting into part 2 of Fat Girl Chronicles. And Yazini, it's fitting because the levele, even the conversation on the TL this week was just so intense. Guys, so this week I really want to talk about fat shaming. And I did ask on my socials for you guys to please share just like weird things or hurtful things that people have said to you in regards to your weight, whether you gain weight or not. And I also said I would discuss, you know, the mere fact that, I don't know if this is like just a black people thing, but black people tend to do this a lot, where when you haven't seen someone in a long time and they've gained weight, the first thing you say to them is, "Ooh, hello, yo, you've gained so much weight." But gym guys, first of all, that's none of your business. Second of all, that's not a greeting. Third of all, I know when I have gained weight, there is no need for you to comment on it. I live in this body. Don't you think if I've gained weight, I don't know? Huh? Guys, like, wow, please, can we stop doing that? Like, I don't understand what it is. Oh, you've gained so much weight. Even when you lose weight, oh, you've lost so much weight. Why are we so interested in people's weight, Vele? What is it? Please let me know in the comment section down below. Why, Vele? You know, and let me know if you are the person that tends to do it, because sometimes I think we do it subconsciously. We don't realize that we're doing it even. You understand what I'm saying? So, yo guys, I'm so sorry. Like, this ring light, shisa, guys, like what? And it's making me sweat. Woo. But anyway, so I'm gonna share with you guys some of the stuff that you guys shared with me in regards to, you know, some weird things that people have said to you regards to your weight. Yo, guys, you know, and I know that, like, for example, like this whole week on the TL, you know, everybody was talking about body positivity and how it's not only like fat shaming that takes place, but it's also body shaming. Like, you know, you can have insecurities even as a thin person, which I understand. No, I actually don't. But I mean, I get it. I get that you can have those insecurities. I get that, you know, you get shamed for being skinny. But can I just say, like, the amount of times that people get skinny shamed is not as much as people get fat shamed. Think about it this way. Even if you yourself, you are not overweight, nay, one of your, you may not say it out loud, it may even be subconscious, but one of your fears is to become fat. Because even when you gain a little bit of weight, you're already stressing on how you can lose that weight. Because people have a legit fear of getting fat. So now you want to go back to the conversation we were having on the TL and tell me that it's not, that it's a thing that needs a whole movement by itself. No. Don't tell me that. Kids in high school, I mean, you have teenagers starving themselves to become thin, because the whole narrative of you are beautiful as you are, whether you are fat or not, that narrative has not always been there. So for people to even come down and think Leonce like they did, I felt like that was some nonsense. And I kind of felt like she was being misunderstood, and maybe it was the way that she said it, maybe it was the way that she was phrasing it. But I think Leonce is doing a lot for the fat community. She's doing a lot for body positivity, whether you want to admit it or not. And yes, guys, I feel like this chat was that whole dark skin and light skin all over again. Guys, hey, nah. If you are fat, you are under scrutiny. it doesn't matter what you tell me. I will never not believe it. First of all, you struggle to buy clothes. You struggle. If you have never lived as a fat person, I doubt that you will ever understand the chats that I'm trying to have with you right now. You go into a restaurant or something. Hey guys, when you go to like a function or something and you see they have those white chairs, you know, those plastic ones on tile. Yeah, you will not sit comfortably because those chairs are gonna go and drop you. But are you really ready to have these conversations? And yeah, some people may argue, yeah, whatever, but then maybe don't gain weight, blah, 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 blah. But there's so many aspects to what leads somebody to gain weight, guys. Hey, it's matter. Anyway, I'm going off topic. This is just some of the stuff that we will jump into as we go along. But this week I wanna focus on body shaming, you know, and what some hurtful things that people will say to you as a fat person. Yo, guys, I just want to get to, right. So the first one, I'm not going to mention the people who sent them. The first one, you know, it has to do with gaining weight in marriage. And I remember people used to say this to me all the time. All the time. Hey, guys, I've literally had people tell me to my face that maybe if you lost some weight, your husband would not cheat on you. Hey, but like, you really gonna put someone else's unfaithfulness on my body? And you must understand, because that's a real attack, because now I'm thinking to myself, first of all, you must understand, cheating makes you question yourself, ne? And then now you are coming and you are telling me that that thing that I'm feeling is true. Huh? Yo, guys, like, no, maybe if you spice things up, maybe if you, hey. That time the nigga made me fat though. So what the hell do you mean? Nah. And the thing is, you believe it. So the first one says, the fatter you get, your husband is going to leave you for someone skinnier. Guys, people are rude. How do you say that to someone? Did the husband come to you and talk to you about nah? No. And this is said by your family. Your family. You know, I spoke about this in my last video a little bit. When you come from a family of skinny people, sometimes they don't realize the impact of what they're saying. And banobolela fela, you know. And sometimes, you know, even when you're chilling with friends or whatever, and this is what I will always say, the argument against being skinny shamed and being fat shamed is always going to be different. You must listen to how people talk, even when they are gathered or when they're in places. People will make fun of somebody who's fat, or they'll make a funny comment, or they'll make a derogatory comment to that person regarding their weight. Even when Thick Leonce was being attacked about what she said, they could not attack her without still teasing her about her weight. Like, why is that? Why? Like, even as a hand, you know, let's say you reject somebody, like, first, it's again, guys, maybe I'm getting riled up. Like, first of all, people even think in the dating scene that if they dating you as a fat girl, they're doing you a favor. No, sweetie, you are not. First of all, have you seen my face, Ndimhle? Don't even come at me that way. Huh? Like, he's like, oh, you're so fat, you're so ugly. Yes, I'm fat, but I'm not ugly. Let's not lie. But somehow, people think those two things are connected. That if you are fat, you are somehow also ugly. Guys, in high school, in primary school, and this thing starts from very, very young. Very young kids. You know, I've got my niece. Oh, she's adorable. She's in grade 2 this year. Yeah, she's in grade 2. And she's, you know, she's a little bit on the bigger side. She's chubbier. And she's probably the biggest one in her family as well, like between her brothers and sisters. And recently, she has the best personality. Very confident child, you know, she's not scared of anything. She's like a go-getter. She's a very, I love her personality, love it. And I've always said this about her. I'm like, I love her personality. I love how it is. I hope that it never changes. But you know what? I've realized recently that her personality has changed and she's become more shy. And you know, I had a chance to talk to her. It took a lot. But eventually she tells me that she gets teased at school. Grade 2. And you know, people will suggest that put her on a diet. Guys, you can't put one child in a house of 4 people on a diet. I still remember the first diet I ever went on. I was still in primary school. I must have been in grade 6 or something like that. It was some weird liquid diet. It was intense. For a child, it's intense. It might not seem intense, but it was intense. Because also you're going to school with other kids that are eating normal things. So even when you suggest put a child on a diet, consider what you are saying. Consider how you are affecting this child's life. Like, hi, man, guys, do you understand what I'm saying, though? Now tell me in the comment section down below. I even saw this other girl on Twitter the other day saying, you know, she was...
Really, nigga?
Sorry about that, guys. Not my entire camera falling. But this girl on Twitter, you know, she was saying that she was put on a diet in primary school and she had to eat Provitas and whatever. And the thing is, that even adds on to that thing. Like I said, you know, one thing people never realize is that fat people have a hard time eating in public. I want you to really try and be vigilant about it. You will hardly ever see a fat person eat in public. Hardly. They will buy their food, either eat it in their car, eat it at home, eat it at work, or whatever. But seldom will you see a fat person eating their meal out on the street walking. But you'll see skinny people do it all the time. Skinny people will be praised for eating nonsense and eating junk. Like, oh, you can have a whole pizza by yourself. But let a person that is fat try do that same thing. Guys, in many instances, sometimes skinny people eat more than fat people. Mara, the fat one will be shamed and people will be disgusted even by how she's eating. Why? See, the thing about fat shaming is that you may think, but I don't call people names. Sometimes you may be doing it subconsciously. You don't realize it. Anyway, the other one says, you know, she's been told you've gained so much weight. You used to be small. Look at you now. So what? Like, yeah, I've gained a little bit of weight. And guys, you know what? As we grow, we gain weight. As we grow, we gain weight. It happens. And there's so many factors that you need to consider as well about people and them gaining weight. It's not always just black and white. It's not always just that simple. You don't even know what's contributing to their weight gain. It could be medicine. It could be they had just had a child. It could be so many things, but we always just assume, you know? And the thing is, if somebody's gaining weight, chances are they're already feeling uncomfortable in themselves. So what makes you think that that person is not already feeling some type of way already, and then now you wanna say something and add on to that? See, and I think it's even harder for somebody who grew up skinny and then gains weight, because now you don't even know how to lose weight. You know, not that you don't know how to, but it's more difficult because you've never had to consider these things. But anyway, fat shaming is a real thing, and fat shaming is even done sometimes in clothing, guys, yo, guys. But this is something that I will get into in the next couple of weeks. But you know, simple things like, if you go to the shop, do you know how difficult it is to find cute outfits as a plus size hun? Like, I don't know who decided that fat people don't deserve nice clothes. It is the most difficult thing to find plus size clothing. Cute plus size. I mean, now it's starting to happen, but then also it costs a fortune. When you eventually find a place that caters to plus size, the amount of money that you have to cough out as a person is insane. It is completely insane. It's madness. Madness, literally. And I'm not even exaggerating, it's madness, all right? So next time that you see somebody who's a little bit heavier, be kind by what you say. Don't assume you know what's going on, all right? And fat shaming is a real thing, and I don't want to take away from people who have insecurities in their bodies in other areas, but I don't think you can compare the two until even you yourself get over your fat phobia. If you can really say that you can gain weight, and you know, sometimes when people say they want to gain weight, they want to gain like 5 kilos, like, you know, like cute weight. No. Until you look at an obese person, it still scares you that you don't want to ever be like that. Consider that a little bit. And you know what? I'm about to go on like a 21-day challenge, because I'm actually trying to lose weight. And see, this is what you must understand, is that just because I'm being fat positive does not mean that I'm not trying to lose weight. I've been trying to lose weight my whole life. I'm not even kidding. And it's been a yo-yo thing. Sometimes it's down, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's yay. You understand? Like, my entire life, when I tell you that, it's really, really true. So I'm starting a 21-day challenge. If you're interested, hit me up in the socials. But we're still gonna delve into this, because while you're still trying to get to the body that you want, you still have to live in the body that you're in, and you still need to love yourself regardless. Let me know what you think about everything I've said in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Not really. Do you relate? Not really. Let me know in the comment section down below. Remember to follow me on all my socials, Dk1original, across the board. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm interactive and I'm active on all three. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. I will say it once again. Thank you so much for every single new person that has been subscribing in the past couple of months and weeks. You know what, guys? I think when you do YouTube, and especially if you've been doing it for as long as I have, you know, sometimes you really stop celebrating the small victories. And for me, it's still wild. It's still wild that there's 700 plus of you guys that click on my channel and want to subscribe and want to interact with my content. I really appreciate that. I never take that for granted at all. So please make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like this video, and follow me on all my socials. Until next time, I love you all so very much. Bye.